Good afternoon, folks. My name is Peter James, and welcome to the first annual College of DuPage Business Pitch. Again, just give a hand for that, first of all. Today, I will be the moderator for the event, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to thank you all for attending and supporting students who will be pitching their ideas for the $1,000 top prize. So on behalf of Dr. Ann Rondeau, Donna Stewart, and Chris Fay of the Business Department, as well as the Business Management, Marketing, and Entrepreneurship Department here on campus, Bev Carlson and myself, we welcome you to the event today. We have 11 students who are going to be presenting, and they have some specific details that they have to follow, which I will be reading to you right now. Contestants will be given 5 minutes to pitch their product or service. Contestants will be rated on how well they present their idea, the need of their product or service, the solution that their product or service solves, and their business model, and a demonstration of how they will use the prize winnings. So that's how they will be rated by our 4 judges. But without further ado, let me allow our judges to give a brief introduction of themselves, starting from right to left. Yes, sir.
I'm going to turn around this way.
Absolutely.
Josh Segal with Blue Dog Events. We're a festival production and management company that specializes in large-scale community events. We produce and manage 20-plus events per year that range in size from 2,000 on the small end up to 14,000 to 16,000 people on the larger end. And then I am a faculty member in the College of Business and Entrepreneurship at North Central College.
Welcome. Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Bruce Moreno. I'm with SCORE. We mentor small businesses. My background was with Campbell Soup Peppers Farm, sales and marketing.
Hi, my name is John Benton. I'm also with SCORE. For those of you who don't know, SCORE is an organization, as Bruce said, that helps business start up or grow. We mentor clients for free. Everybody gets that? Nothing. So you can come to SCORE with your business idea, and we have mentors who help you. There's 11,000 of us across the country. In the local area, there's about 9 units.
Hi everyone, my name is Jen Lazan. I'm actually a faculty member here at College of DuPage. I teach in the fashion department as well as on the business and tech side. 5 years ago, I left corporate retail. I used to work for Claire Stores, Inc. To pursue running my own businesses as well as teaching as a professor. I teach at multiple schools all throughout the Chicagoland area. I run a digital publication called Halfstack Magazine. We recently hit 1.2 million subscribers, which is amazing. And I also run a small batch wholesale children's wear line called Bella Sophia Clothing.
And we actually have one alternate judge as well. I'd like for her to introduce herself also.
So we're playing tag team over here. I'm Jody Norgard. I am the founder and creator of the Go-Go Sports Girl line, dolls and books for girls, promoting healthy living and healthy images for girls. I sold the company this year, and I am now a consultant for the company that I sold it to, and I am a public speaker to empower girls and women. Woohoo!
So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is our first annual event. This will not go flawless. That being said, we are very excited. So without further ado, Steven Schroeder. Right, Steven. And Steven's got a great one, folks. For you iPhone lovers out there, please give your attentiveness to Steven, because I think he's going to have something that you might love. Steven, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I am Steven Schrader, and I have started a business called Device Fixer. What we do is we repair people's devices, because a lot of people have cracked screens, but it's just sometimes a lot of hassle to get them repaired. So here we're taking a look at two companies that do screen repairs. One of them is Apple, which sometimes people don't know about. Some people, and if they do, then they go to the store. It's $100 for an iPhone 6 screen repair. The only thing with that is that you have to stand in line and wait for the repair, or you can go online and do a reserve, set a reserve to go to the store to do the screen repair. Then there's also U-Break iFix. One of the things U-Break iFix does is that they actually have a higher price than Apple, than the original, company that produced the phone, and they have a very long wait time, which is 1 to 2 days. So because of this, they have, you have to wait in line for Apple or do a really long reserve, and then you also, with U-Break iFix, you have the loss of the use of the device for a day or 2 days, so it's just a time waster, and it's just inconvenience all around. So what I have, so there's a cracked screen. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be like the device fixer, like the iPhone Geek Squad. So I go to people's houses and I repair their device. I actually will drive, meet up with you and replace the screen on your phone. So what we do is we have $100, and in someone gives us $100, we set up a meet time. I go to them, and within 20 minutes, I fix their screen, and all of these other, it's $130 for a screen repair, to wait 1 to 2 days. Why would you not spend only 20 minutes, have me come to you so you don't even have to plan, dropping off the phone, it's just a lot easier. So basically, how we're going to be reaching, or how I'm going to be reaching the customers is by the web, social media, and I'm also want to get into the schools by doing posters and, setting up flyers and stuff. So, and also I want to get into the AT&T phone referral. So when someone comes, like if your phone cracks, you're like, okay, who do I have this phone service from? Oh, AT&T. So I go to the store, the phone that you sold me broke. And they're like, okay, well, we don't do screen repairs, or it's a lot of money. So I want them to be like, okay, well, we know someone. He'll actually meet up with you, and he charges only this much, but he actually meets up with you. So that way, every single time someone has a cracked screen, then they go to me. And also, the next one I have is startup expenses. So one of them is the marketing materials, which is, so that's the flyers, that's the billboards, that's the helps with the Facebook page. And then I have the parts inventory, which is the screen itself, charging ports, batteries, etc. And then I have the LLC registration, which will be, just to start, so I have my name. I actually checked, and so far there's no LLC called Device Fixer or Corporation. And then also I'm doing online web stuff. I'm actually creating a website myself, so, and someone's actually helping me, so I'm doing the coding and stuff by myself. So that initial fee is free. So this is the startup expenses that I need to get going to help me continue this and keep on getting started. So yeah, that's the Device Fixer, and well, thank you so much for your time.
What is that box you have there?
Oh yeah, so this right here is basically all I need. This is way more than I need to do a screen replace. So it's a fishing tackle box, but this has the parts that I need for all the phones that I do repairs for. So it's, right here I have my, so right now this is like 2 batteries right here. So I have all my tools, this is as much tools as I need to fix a screen and to repair. And this is very, very small. And I have, it's just it's so small, compact. It's very, very portable. I can go to people, I'm going to do a 30-mile radius around, that's going to be for free. So with $100, the charge is going to be $100, and I'll go within 30 miles around my radius to do the screen repairs. And then anyone who lives outside of that radius, then it'll be an additional charge.
All right, that being said, we'll open the floor for judges' questions.
If I'm not happy with the service, what happens? If I'm not happy with my cracked screen, or it cracks again, what happens?
Well, you will get, then if you're not happy with it being fixed, is that what you're saying? Yes. Well, then I can put the old one back on. This, like, I mean, honestly,
Good answer.
honestly, it's entirely possible. Like when I take a screen off of a phone, the LCD still works. It's gonna still. I could put it back on and have that completely functional. So if someone would have that, you know, that would be what I would do.
I have two questions. The
Yeah.
first is, what is your cost to replace the screen? How much does the screen cost you?
So basically, for parts, it's a $30 screen repair part. I have suppliers in China right now. I've been working them for years. I've actually been doing this business for 2 years now. And so I have all the iPhone models, all the screens, and then also what I'm going to be doing is the LCD in the phone. I can actually take that out basically and just, I don't know. I can basically just repair the screen by myself instead of having to buy a new one as the farther I go, if that makes any sense. Like I can just replace it by myself. But for now, I have to spend the $35 and get a screen from China.
And then the second follow-up question is what is your plan to scale the business if it was get to the point where you would have 50, 100, or even 1,000 orders in a day?
Yeah. So for that, my suppliers. So it's not really a big issue because I have several. Like the suppliers in China, they're able to do that much workload. But for that, well, I would first scale it for like Facebook and stuff, and for the schools. But then after that, I would, I will be hiring people to help me do the repairs because it's typically not that difficult. You just need the proper training. Just a lot of people don't know, and it's just when you do know, it's really nice to like I've trained people, and it's not hard to replace the screen. So I'm gonna hire those people, and then do I'm gonna set up my locations in such a way that by franchising that so that like will have one location. So it's not like basically if here's one of my locations here, then I have the 30-mile radius, and then there's another 30-mile radius over here, and then I have another one of my locations. So I have coverage over a certain area so that I can do screen replacements for people all the way in that coverage, and that way that people aren't like, well, we've heard about this device fixer company. We would love to take my phone there, but he's just too far away. And so then I would make it so that because my specialty is me coming to them, I want to make it in such a way that my locations are in such a way that it's reachable by everyone in that radius.
Let's give Stephen another hand. As we prepare for Amman, I've actually never seen so many people put down their phones as when Stephen got up here and talked about fixing them. I want to open the floor for our next contestant. And actually, our next contestant is a high school student who will be pitching her idea. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Ellie Crawford.
Hi, my name is Ellie Crawford, and I'm 16 years old, and this is my second semester as an early admission student at COD. To give you some background information on me, I love animals. I have 2 rabbits, and I've had 4 over the past 8 years. I also love learning about business and entrepreneurship. I own Small Pets & Company, and I sell directly to the consumer online through Etsy. At Small Pets & Company, I sell cage liners. A cage liner is a machine washable and reusable replacement for bedding and wood shavings for rabbit and guinea pig cages. A cage liner is made of 2 layers of fleece with a super absorbent layer sewn in the middle, custom sewn to the exact dimensions of your pet's cage. How it works is the top layer of fleece wicks urine into the absorbent layer where it is held without odor for up to 1 week. At the end of the week, you simply shake it off, throw it in the washing machine, and use up to 2 years. Small Pets & Company offers the highest quality and largest variety of choices at some of the lowest prices on Etsy. My target audience is women between the ages of 25 and 50 who have a rabbit, guinea pig, hedgehog, or other small pet. Disposable bedding is expensive. The average guinea pig owner who uses disposable bedding spends $65 a month on bedding alone. This cage liner that I've given you costs $40 and lasts 2 years. That's a savings of over $700. Not only this, but cage liners save so much time. I don't know about you, but I don't want to dump out a gross cage with dirty bedding into a garbage bag, scrub down the cage, and replace it for next week. I used to do this with my rabbits, and sometimes it took 45 minutes to clean 2 cages. Cage liners are also eco-friendly. You reduce waste by not throwing out bedding every week. Small Pets & Company has many core competencies. We've made over 800 cage liners, and this has brought in over 130 5-star reviews. With the help of my dad, I've hired 3 employees that complete all of my orders. Small Pets & Company also has a step-by-step training guide for new employees, which includes videos and notes explaining the sewing trade secrets I've learned. Small Pets & Company has also had $12,000 in sales over the last 4 months. My last core competency is my experience as a pet owner. I love working with customers who share the same passion as me, animals, and specifically rabbits and guinea pigs. I have several goals for expansion, and the first is expanding to Amazon. I would love to sell my cage liners in standard cage sizes on Amazon Prime. I've discovered that people want their products now, and they're willing to pay for the convenience. I would also like to expand my product line and offer additional products for rabbits and guinea pigs. The money awarded by this competition would be used by Small Pets & Company to invest into inventory to get on Amazon, and also to comply with Amazon's seller rules by changing packaging and tagging. In your handout, I've included a SWOT analysis and competitive analysis of Small Pets & Company. I've already mentioned that one of our strengths is the proven hiring and training process that we have. We have a weakness in that some of the competition that I face has been on Etsy for longer. But a huge opportunity that I see is to expand to Amazon. And one threat is unforeseen future competition because you never know who's going to get on Etsy. This is my website, and in the top right-hand corner, if you click order, you're brought directly to my Etsy page. This is my Etsy shop where we offer several different prints in several different cage sizes. You can also order a custom cage liner to the exact dimensions of your pet's cage. These are some customer photos that were sent to me, as well as a few testimonials. Lastly, I have compiled a few testimonials. Thank you for your consideration. Does anyone have any questions?
All right, judges, the floor is open for your questions.
No, go ahead.
When you move to Amazon, is that going to create any inventory problems for you, or how are you going to be able to keep up?
Well, I've researched sending inventory to Amazon fulfillment centers, and it sounds like I can choose how many I want to send. And to save on shipping costs, I'd want to send as many as possible, but I would have to hire additional employees to keep up with that.
I'm very impressed. You're 16. Have you ever thought of branching out into using these for marketing them for dog cages as well?
I have looked at that, and I think that I would need to add another absorbent layer or make them thicker so that it's more plush for dog kennels, because there's a huge market with dogs.
Is this something that can be patented?
I have looked into that as well, and there's not a patent on that.
You should look into it.
Thank you, Ellie. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you again. All right, folks, we are down to the final 2. So without further ado, we have Will Storm, who's going to be talking to us about his sharpening service. Let's give our hand a warm welcome for Will Storm.
you very much. First of all, I'd like to thank you, judges, to take the time to do this to us. It's really appreciated, and it's challenging me to branch out and actually talk about my business more, which is actually one of my main struggles when I'm doing this. So first of all, before I jump into the business, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background about myself. I've been doing this business for about 3.5 years now. I started when I was 15, and so far at this, I've sharpened about 2,600 knives. So along with other services that I haven't counted, just because knives are about 79% of my business, so it's a major aspect of it. I started attending COD when I was 16 years old, just like the previous attendant, doing an early admissions program, and then I went, once I graduated high school, to full-time, and I'm on my second year through the Benedictine 3+1 program. So about the business, but the basics of it is basically providing the customers and the consumers with a product and service that allows them to continue to use their hobbies, their jobs, and to use their tools effectively. So this involves, if you are a hobbyist in gardening, cooking, woodworking, anything like that, to fully enjoy your hobbies, you must know that you have to have good tools to enjoy it. So this involves when you have a bad blade, a dull blade, if any of you have hobbies like that, you can automatically tell that automatically reduces your enjoyment of something because it creates frustration. So that's where my product or my service basically excels at that, because I provide the service that would need to be for that. So that being said, that's my customer target right there, which is medium to higher income rates between 30 and 65 years of age for men and women. And like I said, this is providing for the niche of people in hobbies and also professional chefs, because I've done that for all other professional chefs as well. So the customer segment is attracted to this because you want to keep your good knives and good tools in good condition to fully enjoy either your hobby or your actual job. So far as competition is involved, there's about 3 or 4 businesses in the local area of Naperville, which I am located in, and the DuPage area overall that I compete with. This is basically the main competition. The only advantages that I have, because it's pretty tight in competition in this area, is first of all, I have a higher turnaround time, or lower turnaround time, I should say, of 3 business days or less. Most people and most businesses in this area have a 1-week turnaround time. I do 3 business days. So automatically, if you're a professional chef, if you're a hobbyist that can't go without their knives for only a couple days, I automatically supply that, whereas other businesses fail in that degree. The second area is I'm the cost leader. I either match or am lower than other prices in the business area of this degree. The initial investment that I used when I first started the business was around $1,700, and this included equipment, supplies, training, and marketing. The biggest investments were obviously the equipment. As you may know, if you want to have a good service, you need to have good tools to provide that service. So I made sure that I had the best equipment possible when I first started this business. The Tormek T7 on the left is what I use mostly for sharpening knives. This is basically the best of the best. This sacrifices nothing for versatility, speed, and actual quality of the knives. I'm actually have a couple knives, Peter, if you don't mind passing them out, just to show you what I have at the end of the day. Please be careful. You can take off the covers. Just be careful, because I did sharpen them last night, and they're a little sharp. So just be careful. The second machine that I bought was the twice as sharp. This specializes in scissor sharpening as well as garden tool sharpening. This often gets the blade sharper than the actual manufacturer does out of the factory. So that's really the 2 main advantages I have, is high quality service using high quality machines. Pricing structure with sharpening services overall is really simple. It's based upon the length of the blade. So from knives, $3 to $5, garden tools, $5 to $10, scissors, $5 to $8. If you want a more detailed price listing, I have one in the backpack. It would just be kind of complicated on the power stripper point.
1 minute.
Yeah. I do knife repairs. So this is rather common, actually, because people misuse their knives surprisingly a large amount. This includes chipped blades, chipped tips, and whatever happened here. I think someone was actually trying to cut a bone when that happened. So if you have high quality service and high quality service, high quality customer service, you can result in really well repaired knives, really nice blades that keep customers coming back to you, which is about the largest point of my marketing strategy is word of mouth, because people like my products, like my service that I provide them. They come back to me, they tell their friends. I'm often asked for 10, 15 business cards. Any questions? Oh, and then also one more thing. If I did get this investment of $1,000 or whatever place I would get, I would plan on using it for either more equipment, because I would like to expand on the quality of knives, because there's different types of sharpening systems for sharpening knives, and also to update my website, because I have one available right now with pricing structure and everything, but it's a little out of date, and I'd use that investment to further that goal. Thank you very much.
Judges, the floor is yours.
All right, I have a question. How do people get the knives to you? Do you send them to you, or do they drop them off?
Yeah, very good question. There's a couple methods. There's drop-off, like you were saying. Sharpening events, which I go to regularly. I get hosted by different events, such as the Growing Place in Aurora. I've gone to retirement shelters, or not shelters. But yeah, I've gone to different events like that. I also do sharpening locations live. So in that case, it'd be an hour turnaround time, something like that. You know, it's a first come, first serve basis. So obviously with the business, drop-offs are the biggest, just because it's so flexible. Because once I have it, I'll sharpen it, contact you, arrange a time that works for both of us. You know, what I like about this most going on to this is how flexible it is, because I'm in full-time college. It allows me to work on the Saturdays, on the nights when I get back from school, that type of thing.
Right.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
One thing that I've seen in a similar business as yours is pursuing opportunities at events that happen in local communities, like French markets and farmer markets. There are competitors of yours who are in those places where it takes the delivery out of it. People go every Friday or Saturday. You're there, you do your thing, you pick them up, people come back next week. Tough place to get into, but another opportunity for you to get to a market that would have a lot of people walking by.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I've actually considered that. And the only reason I haven't done that yet is because it's, first of all, a huge commitment on those days, because you can't really, the contracts are so strict on those. If you miss one day, you're gone. And also, where I'm located in downtown Naperville, I don't actually need that. I've sharpened on Saturdays on my driveway, and I get as much business as those. So
good for you.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper.
Any other questions?
Give Will a hand again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for your patience. This was a very challenging process to decide who is the winner. Let's give all of our contestants a hand first and foremost. I would like to bring up two individuals who are very important in this whole process. So first I want to bring up Bev Carlson, who was actually the brains behind all of this. Bev, thank you. And also I want to bring up Nancy Sabota, excuse me, forgive me. She is the COD Resource for Excellent Grant Committee member, who is kind of responsible for allowing us to be able to present these prize awards to our student contestants. So without further ado, Nancy, please. And now, the moment that we've been all waiting for. Without further ado, I'd like to announce our third place winner. Our third place winner is, with the sharpening service, Will Storm. Our second place winner, with our iPhone repair, is Steven Schrader. And last, it's last, right? Just gonna make sure my math is off, I'm sorry. Last but not least, our grand prize winner of $1,000 for our first pitch contest here at COD is Ellie Crawford. Ellie, please come forward. got to come take a picture. Let's give Ellie another hand. Thank you so much, Ellie. Thank you all of you contestants and all of you first-time students who are doing this. This was kind of nerve-wracking a little bit for everyone, and I appreciate your maturity in trying to do this as well.